No,
Back
I'm
up,
not.
dude. Why are you picking on my wife? What's wrong with you? What kind of man does that?
I'm not picking on your wife, man. I'm
you are.
just standing here. I don't know what you're whining about.
That's ridiculous.
No, you're the one saying that you're going to call the cops. Go on, call the cops then. Go on. Yeah, because you know that you don't have a fucking argument because you're full of shit, dog. Get out of here.
If they were here, they'd kick you out. 100%.
No, they would.
100%.
All right, well then call them. Have them kick me out. Prove me I'm wrong.
Come on over here. We're talking.
All right, yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Right? So it's all there.
There's a lost fund.
It's okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
That's a good argument, man. That's a great argument. If you want to chat, man, there's a line too. You can wait. That's your argument? That's great. This is the fruits, guys. Show them. This is the fruits of atheism, the woke left, whatever you want to call it. That's it. They block, they name call, they get violent. Like, we can have a friendly chat. That's fine. But you see the problem? Yeah, it's sad, guys. You can keep going if you want. Unless, if you're okay, we can finish it there. But hey, man, can you let her go? Like, are you not for like women's rights? Like, what are you doing? Why are you blocking her? Why can't you just chat with me? Just talk one-on-one. Like, why are you blocking her? What's going on? What's the argument? Do you think what you're doing is noble? What you're doing? You're making your argument look horrible right now. I just hope you realize that. It's not good. It's not helping you out, man. We can have a very friendly, civil chat. You can tell me what you want, but it's not working out good. No, you can come beside. Yeah, that's it, eh? Anyways, if you're about done, then that's fine. We can call the cops. I mean, that's fine if you're gonna walk.
I thought you were for free speech, man.
We are for free speech, but what are you doing? Yeah, you're just blocking? That's fine. Actually, you're blocking her.
Yeah, all right, call the cops right now. Call them right now. Coward. Go on, call the cops, coward.
What's your argument?
Call the cops right now, you coward. Yeah, you were lying.
This guy says I'm the coward, but he blocks the camera.
No, you were fucking lying, man. Why'd you threaten to call the cops?
Oh, because they were here and they said if there's any problem, we can bring them over. So if they come on over, I definitely will.
Come on in.
Yeah, if they're here, I will.
Go call them. No, you said you were going to call them. Call them right now, coward. Go on, do it. Yeah, because you're not going to do it because you know you don't have a case because you're a coward.
Y'all should debate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Debate. Go for it. Guys, look, this is your hero. This is the fruit of it. They can't chat. You're doing a great job, bro. Keep going. What's your argument? We were being very civil. Look how calm they were. What are you, a barbarian, bro? Do you know how to act? What's wrong with you? You're a grown man. This guy's acting like a 5-year-old. What's wrong with you, dude? We're not here for problems. We've been having friendly combos the whole day.
Yeah, just so you know, they're trying to use y'all to make money. Yeah. All right? That's why you don't talk to them, right?
That, yeah. Thanks, man. We're using you to make money too, I guess. Not working.
I mean, this is going to go up as like a rage clip
exactly.
on YouTube, right?
Like millions of views. That's tough.
Yeah, millions of views, man. Sure, man.
Oh, it's had, bro. 8 million? What are we at now? I don't know. But that's fine. It's up to you, man. Dude, we can still have a friendly civil convo. We're not here to fight nothing. And that's it. And then from that, he begins to change her desires on autopilot. So a few years ago, like my wife, she was into same-sex attraction. My pastor was a heroin addict. I was a big fornicator. But naturally, as we give our life to Christ and we're born again.
Fornicator? Like, you guys take this guy seriously?
Naturally.
This weirdo. This fucking weirdo coming on our campus. Yeah. Like, oh, the fornicators.
Now we get a thumbnail.
Yeah, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, yeah, I was a big fornicator, et cetera, et cetera. And once we're born again, he begins to change our desires.
Look out, everybody. Yeah, we get it, man. You don't fuck. Get out of here. All right.
Yeah, I'm married, champ.
Yeah.
Where's your ring? Where's your ring, champ? Where's your ring?
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't F? That's tough, man. Okay, we can wrap it up there. I don't even need the camera. I can just chat with you guys one-on-one. Now, yeah, I'll still chat with you. I got the content. We're good. We had the combos. You were the best part, to be honest, actually. Mm-hmm. And next time, if you do come, actually, we'll call the police. Because you are impeding on our freedom of speech, man.
Call the cops right now.
I don't need to. I said next time.
No. It doesn't need to be next time. Call them right now, you goddamn, because you're threatening me because you're trying to scare me, you goddamn coward.
I'm not trying to scare you.
Yeah, you are. You're threatening to call the cops to have me arrested when I'm not breaking any laws because you're scared.
Actually,
that's why, because you're a coward.
Are you impeding on our freedom of speech?
No, I'm not. I'm just standing here.
You know.
You're allowed to stand here. I'm allowed to stand here.
You realize that blocking media is still
No, it isn't.
Absolutely.
No, it isn't.
100%.
No, you are lying because you're dumb. All right. Do it. All right, go on. Call the cops right now. I'm waiting right here, dog.
Dude, we're done chatting.
I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, because you're done chatting because you're a loser, man.
Come to the side.
Yeah, go on. Get out of here, man. All right, come on. Get out of here, dog.
What do you mean get out of here?
No one wants you here, dog.
Don't touch my wife, man.
I'm not touching your wife.
Why are you picking on a girl? Like, what's wrong with you? What man does that?
Oh, I thought Trump banned that woke shit, man. What you talking about?
A girl? What's wrong with you?
Man, what are you
talking about?
I'm not picking on nobody, man.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not.
Why are you picking on my wife? What's wrong with you? What kind of man does that?
I'm not picking on your wife,
Of
man.
course
I'm
you
just
are.
standing here. I don't know what you're whining about.
This is ridiculous.
No, you're the one saying that you're going to call the cops? Go on, call the cops then. Go on.
This time we're done.
Yeah, because you know that you don't have a fucking argument because
Oh,
you're
no,
full
we
of
do.
shit, dog. Get out of
If
here.
they were here, they'd kick you out. 100,
No, they wouldn't.
100%.
All right, well then call them. Have them
We're
kick me
done.
out.
We're
Prove
done,
me I'm
man.
wrong.
We're
Prove me
done.
wrong. Yeah.
You're not worth it. Yeah, no, we're done recording. We're good. We got it. Right, so I was a big fornicator. He likes that word. My pastor was a heroin addict. And when we do these things right before being born again.
For the fornicate, you fucking Bobby Hill motherfucker. My word, man. Like, you don't even know Bobby Hill? You from Canada. I bet you don't know that shit at all, man. Like,
Got it. Yeah, so it begins to clean our desires and it changes our desires. So I would say if we're looking at just anecdotes, which I agree with you, we got to look at the other anecdotes who have found Jesus and they're no longer transgender.
Okay, and what desires do you think come out of being transgender?
Same sex. It could be same sex. Also on the stat too, a lot of the individuals with transgenderism also had a lot of abuse, child abuse, alcohol abuse, whatever it may be, parent abuse.
I guess here, let me ask you this
he's
question.
lying, by the way.
Do you
He's not
think,
telling the truth.
do you think that
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's this guy right here impeding freedom of speech in our face. We got the camera
I'm just standing here
bullying my
talking.
wife
I
around.
didn't touch nobody. Didn't
Come
do
on over
nothing.
here. We're talking.
All right, yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's go. We're good. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
you said that,
Done that to you, no.
you said church can't save you
No.
and that,
Being born again.
yeah. I'm looking at religion as an externalist and an internal view, right?
Okay.
There's external views in which people perpetuate or spread the religion,
Okay.
and then there's internal relationship with God sort of view on religion, right? Do you think that external view of religion and how we spread it to other people and the values that we have that defined our religion, right? Do you think that suffers from a lack of evolution?
Sure, but I would say transgenderism is antithetical to evolution as well. So that would completely debunk it as well.
Well, what I'm saying is like, there's so many rules, morals, things that are in the Bible that people of Christ love to live by. And, very, very rationally and justifiably live by the Bible. But I think the Bible, made 2,000 years ago, was made in a very different time. And I think that one aspect of the Bible that I don't really connect to is the fact that it is from 2,000 years ago, from a time period where things were different.
Sure.
Things were not normalized the way they are normalized today.
Sure.
And maybe normalizing of things that are damaging to children, which is what I'm interpreting is your worry, right? That is very much so. Sorry, I lost my train of thought though. But that's something that you would want to be worried about, and that's valiant. Like I respect that.
Sure.
But what I think is, who are we to change? Like stop evolving? Who are we to stop things from changing and becoming normal? Right?
I'll answer. What is going on, guys? Hopefully you're enjoying today's video. I wanted to jump in here quickly and let you guys know that this ministry is completely self-funded by you guys. Your generosity allows myself and my wife Mallory to go to these college campuses, to speak with students, share the gospel, and be able to give a defense in doing so. If you guys feel led, you can gift the ministry below, and I just want to thank you in advance. Next, for those of you who are feeling called to go preach the gospel yourself, to be an evangelist, I offer one-on-one coaching, guys, to equip you thoroughly, whether that's tackling arguments on atheism, abortion, LGBTQ, Islam, the list goes on. I take individuals from beginners all the way to more advanced to, again, give you the tools needed to not only share the good news, but combat opposition and do so in a meaningful way. You guys can always support the ministry by picking up merch below. And again, all of these proceeds allow myself and Mallory to do what we do. So I want to thank you in advance. God bless you guys, and we'll check you back in the video. So I just want to give you an example because I answer your question. In the early 1800s, slavery was legal, okay? Slavery was the natural production of evolution, right? We're the inferior race, yada, yada, yada. It's the same argument with that. Just because we're moving forward and progressing doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing. So it was Christian abolitionists in the early 1800s that said, this is wrong. We don't want this. We're done. So just because we're evolving doesn't necessarily mean we're moving further towards a moral thing.
Okay.
If that's the argument.
Well,
Because I hear
no.
what you're saying.
It's more so like.
Like just because it's moving
More
forward.
so like, I'm looking at going back to the DSM, why did they change it? Maybe because of societal pressure, but also maybe because we have a better understanding of it, and maybe we have better research to understand why these things are happening, right? Gender dysphoria is not a mental illness, that you are plagued with being transgender, we now understand that gender dysphoria is thoughts that are so crippling that you can't function normally because you feel like somebody that you're not, right? And so
I just want to go, okay, again, I'm going to put the stat up on screen here. Again, I only take from long-term studies. This could be another 20, 30-year study. This is on MedPub, though, right? That's where I get my studies from. With MedPub, so this is pre-transition and post-transition. So we know that transgender people, even pre-transition, have a much, much higher suicide rate than normal or people without transgenderism, around a 16 times higher percentage. When they do get post-transition, it's almost the exact same. Some people say it's higher. We could say it's the exact same. If gender dysphoria, cutting off your genitals, whatever, taking yada yada, would fix that issue, we would see a huge decrease in that number. And this was also done in...
Do you think that that's a result of the transgenderism, or do you think that's a result
society,
or that could be a result of the fact that they are the smallest minority group in the country, and they are one of the most hated groups and one of the most unaccepted groups?
Yeah. So this was also done. This was done in Norway and Sweden, which is one of the most acceptable places in the world, like accepting places in the world. So I absolutely do not believe that. Now, do people bully them? Yes, I would condemn that. But I don't want anyone to bully anybody, whether you're Christian, atheist, whatever. But that percent of suicide rate, I cannot believe that's double the Holocaust. That's about double slavery. Like, there is no way that they're facing that much persecution through bullying where it's double chattel slavery or the Holocaust. So I believe it's a social contagion within the mind, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, I guess that's where we can, start to wrap it up. But I'm not familiar with the studies, but I'm just like, to me it's like, are they committing suicide because they are committing suicide because they are transgender, or are they committing suicide because things like conversations like this are even being had? Like, what is the productivity of this, right?
I would say, man, here in the West, where transgenderism, by the way, the transgenderism is nowhere else in the world to the same extent, 1/5. Are there some cases? Sure. So it's predominant here in the West. The West, we know, is one of the most accepting places. I'll be honest with you, man. Transgenderism, I believe they're the most protected people in the entire world. Is there bullying? Absolutely. But to have a 16 times higher suicide rate, I don't think so.
Are you familiar with stats in relation to violence against transgender people?
Not exactly, no, but I haven't found any that are astounding.
So then why do we know stats that are in relation to the suicide rates, but not... Do you not think that the violence and the rates of violence against transgender people are? Because that's a pretty bold assumption to say they're one of the most protected, because while us college and us, very liberal institutions...
Which is where it's highest. And that protects
it the most, right? Where that is happening, it's like...
Why is it highest there?
Why is what?
Why is it highest there? Why is transgenderism highest in liberal campuses where there's police officers where they're protected? It's not... the correlation doesn't work.
What? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm lost.
Transgenderism is highest in the West, okay, where we are protected, usually on liberal college campuses that are protected, okay. I haven't seen any of these stats where there's that alarming. Now, is there violence? Absolutely, and I'm not discrediting that. But to that level, where they're protected on college campuses, that equates to 16 times higher? No.
Well, what I'm saying is it goes beyond the college campuses. Okay. I'm thinking about the people who don't have disowned by their parents,
sure.
Or disliked by their parents, who don't have the social support that they need to grow into a person, a capable being who is, able to be doing things.
Sure. I would say in that case, as the parents, it's our job to protect our children, to love our children the best we can. But also, man, with that study that I do have, around close to 90% post-puberty, they grew out of gender dysphoria. If we have these stats, we can't ignore them. What I would say is this, right? Because it's mainly after children that I'm after. If you're over 18 years old, you do whatever you want. You want to transition, you want this, you want that. You're a free human adult. But to be able to really push this on children, I mean, in Canada where I'm at, you can get gender-affirming care as early as you want, as long as you have consent. I just don't believe that that's factual, knowing that the suicide rate doesn't decrease post-surgery, and also 90% of them grow out of it. So I would just say go through puberty first, and then if you still got it, okay, different situation.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay, and then I guess one last question. Are you familiar with...
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That way I just
I got you, yeah.